What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chad Bob 954 in this bitch. You feel me? And we got some 2K gameplay back in the background. And as you can see from the story time, I'm gonna be talking about the time I almost went to jail. Right now, if y'all know me, I'm a good ass nigga. I don't get in trouble. You feel me? I just be coolin' and mind my business. Right? I'm just gonna say the reason this happened was the wrong place, wrong time type shit. So let me bring y'all back. Right? So I was at Wendy's and it was like a PSD. For you guys who don't know what a PSD is basically like a early release type of thing. So yeah, we're cooking it at Wendy's. We just eating food or whatever. You feel me? And I had a basketball game that later that day. So I'm like, alright, shit, I gotta dip. So I'm like cutting through the streets and shit. Like I'm dusting shit. I'm like cutting through traffic, jump through bushes. Like I remember the last time I jumped over this one bush, like I leaped over that shit. You feel me? Like I don't know, like some army shit. I thought I looked raw as fuck, right? But now I'm thinking about it. If someone else seen me doing it, they probably thought I was like retarded or sped or some shit. Anyway, right? I ran to the bus. I see two people, right? One's my friend, whose name is Bentley, and there's this female, right? I'm not gonna say her name out of respect, but let's call her Cheyenne, right? So I see Bentley and Cheyenne at the bus stop. I'm like, yo, what's good with y'all? You feel me? Just simple, just chopping it with them. They was like, whoop de whoop, we finna go to we about to go like to the Dell, like that's where we stay at, right? Florida. So we about to go. They basically we're about to go down the street. So I was like, all right, let's slide. So we hop in the bus or whatever, and I sit by them. So I'm sitting by Bentley and Cheyenne, and they're like, I forgot how the conversation came up, but I forgot. I just know they were talking about like she was saying something about like sucking dick. I'm like, what? Like I'm like I'm like what? Like you feel me? Like I was shocked because I ain't expect that out of her. You feel me? But you know. I'm like, oh, whatever. So I get in the conversation because y'all know me, bro. You know, nigga, I'm a little hornball. You feel me? So, I hop in the conversation. I was like, shit, I want my meat sucked too. And then she was like, oh yeah, I do it. I'm like, a word? She was like, yeah, a word. So I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm about to, I'm about to get my dick sucked, right? So I'm like, I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna be like, no, you feel me? So I'm like, alright, bet. We're doing this at this nigga Ben. It's like, can we do it at your crib, right? My old crib, right? I'm like, I don't even know. Like, to be honest, I I don't know, right? But anyway, they couldn't reach me, so we slide into my crib, right? We go to the crib, we go to the door, and they're like, "Oh, Bentley, y'all niggas, if y'all niggas know Bentley, bro, you know how Bentley be acting." He was like, "Alright, let me go first." J be acting crab, but he was like, "Alright, let me go first, right?" So I'm like, any business, dog. So I go upstairs. And I'm just chilling, right? I'm going upstairs, just watching Netflix, and Bentley calls my name. So I'm like, alright, I guess, they about to do something. But what I ain't really, I was like, alright, I guess it's my turn, whatever. So I'm skipping down the stairs, cause like, what straight nigga is not gonna be happy about getting his meat sucked? I mean, like, I just want some head, right? I was like, I'm about to get some head. I'm about to be happy. I'm about to send this bitch home. That's gonna be the end of the day, right? So, I sit downstairs and I see Bentley, right? He's just smiling. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? But I ain't said that. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with shit, right? But I was like, that's that nigga personality. So I'm like, I'm cooling. I'm like, alright, whatever. I guess it's my turn. I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. I guess it's my turn. So we go to the we go we go to the little pantry. Like, y'all know what the pantry is, like the little place y'all keep like the snacks and shit, like the Skittles, the cereals, the fucking Pop Tarts, all that. You know what I mean? That's where you like. That's where y'all go. So that's where y'all go and shit. Like where the candy is, right? Or where you keep all the food, basically. Like canned food is, you know what it is, right? So I'm like, I look at her, I'm like, oh, is that like this dick that goes suck itself? Like, come on, like, you, you acting like you know what you're doing. Like you came here for a reason. This is the reason. So I need you to get busy. You feel me? So she started doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make the noise, but cause you know that's gay, right? But I'm gonna show y'all like a little. Y'all know that one female from Instagram with that long ass tongue? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show y'all her. But yeah, she was just going to town on a nigga me, bro. Like, you know the fucking vibes, dog. So she going crazy. She going crazy. And and I hear footsteps, right? So my first instinct, shit, my brother's at home. But I'm like, nah. I already told them boys like I'm gonna be at the crib, right? So I was like, fuck, wait. And I remember Bentley was in the house. This nigga turned. This nigga turns right the corner because the way my house is set up is the pantry, the kitchen. You hit a right to the living room. You hit a right, and then you go to like you know the door or whatever, right? So I see a flash come around the corner. I'm like, cause you know the lights are off, right? But I'm standing up. She was like, I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck she was doing. But I see the flash come around, and I see this nigga Bentley, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing, right? And you know, I'm like, yeah, my meat sucks. So I'm like, I'm not even focused on him. But I'm like, bro, this cooler, it's cooler, right? And he's like, don't worry, it's the flash, right? So I'm like, alright, bet. This nigga, right? I hear, you know, like the little record button. I hear that, right? But you know, I ain't really care because like it's not like I'm doing nothing wrong. I mean, obviously it's like I'm making a porno, but like you know, I ain't really think of it as anything. I don't even think of it as anything. So I'm like, alright. So I'm like, alright, whatever. So she's like doing that shit for an hour. You know me, man. Real niggas still nut from head. You feel me? So I'm just like, damn, okay. It was straight, right? It was like I had this moment where it felt good, and then it was like ass, right? But like, I'm like, okay. An hour, nothing happened, right? And like, I'm like, hold on, maybe this is just not for me. I started contemplating like my whole life, nigga. Like, do I like females? I'm like, bro, maybe it's just not her, right? Maybe because I wasn't attracted to her. You feel me? But yeah, she like sucking and like Bentley's recording. I'm like, bro, cool it, right? So like, some shit happened after that, right? This nigga dips, right? He goes wherever, right? And I'm like, all right, this shit not working, right? Took my shit away, put my shit in my pants, right? And I was like, alright, I'm gonna see y'all later, right? The next day, the next day, so, right? Next day, I pull up to school, right? I'm walking, right? Because, you know, I got a little bit of face around Springs, you feel me? A little bit of people know me, whatever. I used to sell candy or whatever. But, so I'm like, I'm cool and walk around my bag, whatever. And then all these niggas coming up like, yo, you seen this video? Yo, you seen this? I'm like me? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are these niggas talking about? Right? Because I forgot, like, I had a whole basketball game. The team was trash. I probably lost, you know what I mean? It was like the new Cavs. That's how the team was. Like, we had potential, but it was ass, right? So, um, so basically, right? I'm going around, niggas like, oh yo, you seen the video, you seen the video. Females like, oh, we seen the video. And I'm like oblivious to the fact that this is what they're talking about, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck, like, what are these niggas talking about? So we're gonna fast forward, right? Sixth period, I think it was eighth period, right? I'm in Miss P's class, and these niggas say, Chad, come to the front office. I knew exactly what I was about to get into. Hey man, if y'all niggas want a part two, you feel me? So I can actually tell you guys what happened. You know, just hit a thumbs up on this shit. You feel me? I appreciate all y'all for coming and checking out the channel. Leave a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that. You feel me? And I'll see y'all boys in the next video. Glee!